In a previous movie, we looked at moving an element in 3D space. In this movie, we'll take a look at rotating a movie clip in 3D space. If you're following along, go ahead and open up o2_rotation.fla. If you don't have the exercise files, you can just use any movie clip. So on the stage here, I have a movie clip that we are working with in 3D space. Now what we'll do is rotate it around in 3D space using the 3D rotation tool. The 3D rotation tool is in the flyout menu with the 3D translation tool. So I'll select the 3D rotation tool, and then we can rotate it along the X, Y, and Z axes. Just like the 3D translation tool, the axes are RGB, X, Y, Z. So red for the X axis, green for the Y axis, and blue for the Z axis. So I'll rotate the board. So it looks like the bottom of the board is behind the check it out area, and the top of the board is in front of it. We'll do that by rotating it along the X axis. And then if you want to, you can rotate around all axes at the same time by clicking and dragging at the orange circle. I'll rotate the object like that, a little bit more along the X axis, and then I'll use the 3D translation tool to move it down a little bit, as well as to the right. Now I want to rotate it just a little bit more, so I'll go back to the 3D rotation tool. I'll rotate it along the Z axis, and then the 3D translation tool again, and move it just a little bit more to the right. So there's the board coming over the check it out button. If you want to preview this in the Flash player, you can do that using Command Return on the Mac or Control Enter on the PC. So there's our board in the Flash player, rotated in 3D space. So using the 3D rotation tool, you can rotate an element along its X, Y, or Z axis.